Hello and welcome back to War Thunder and to the MiG-21 F-13, which is a perfectly balanced jet. Very honestly, this is perfectly balanced. This is exactly where it should sit. Just not in this matchmaker. It should face everything it faces from 9.0 to 10.0. That's it. It shouldn't face 8.7s or 8.3s unless they have missiles. But even then, I've got something to say about that as well. Anyway, as you can see, I'm on this map. And I hate it. No. As you can see, my team is for the most part made up by premiums, as is the majority of the enemy team as well. Excuse me while I fiddle with my microphone. But a lot of these premiums, especially on the American side and the British side, is, well, more so the American side, is that they're flown by inexperienced pilots. I've had, well, 1,000 matches in the MiG-21 F-13, so I've had, what, the last 400 matches to really develop and think about how I use it. Which has culminated in me climbing to 16 to 20,000 feet and circling around behind the enemy team so I can engage them. And this is a tactic I use for all of my supersonics. Excuse me. Because, especially with the teams I'm facing, there's not many players who will climb to 20,000 feet or even be able to think about or even be able to get to 20,000 feet in the time that I'm able to with 20 minutes of fuel. Now, there's an A10 down there. He's going to get engaged, but I'm going to engage his buddy A10, who, after a little bit of stat block searching, is a level 1 player with 200 matches in the A10, and he still hasn't learnt anything. This is the entire problem with adding top tier premiums. It's that new players come in, buy them, and, well, they suck. And I've got a teammate here saying, oh yeah, this is totally unbalanced. But I'm in an F-13 with 2 missiles and 60 rounds of 30mm ammunition. One of the missiles is going to be perfectly deployed into this A10. Now with the R3, it has to fly in a relatively straight line because it doesn't have the ability to turn very well. So you're going to fire it at about 2 kilometers at a maximum, but you have to let gravity do the work because it doesn't burn all the way. Now, unfortunately, the A10 there got a shot off on my SU-25, and my SU-25K is going to go down. The Shenyang over there is about to engage an AV-8. He takes him out, and I'm going to take out the other AV-8, who is also got very few matches in anything other than the AV-8. At least from what I've seen. I didn't really look at his stat block that much, because that's a bit invasive. Now, I shoot off a missile here, like a total idiot, forgetting that the R3s don't pull very well. They don't have a long guidance time. They're not that great. But I'm going to use my first turn ability to completely outturn this AV-8, and as a result, put my pilot into a G overload, which then allows the A10 here to outmaneuver me. But I'm a MiG-21. I have an engine, so I'm just going to go into a vertical and turn right over on him. There's nothing he can do. He doesn't have the experience to build on to fight me properly. Same with this other AV-8. None of the enemy team have the experience or the skill set to properly counter me specifically with several hundred matches where I've just been figuring out and testing the MiG-21 F-13 to its limits. Obviously, the AV-8 here gets the turn in on me because he's below me and I'm accelerating, but I still have that first turn. He's going to take a head-on with the Shenyang, and here is the first turn again. I'm on the inside of his turn. The F-13 is great because you can go into stall turn fights or stalling turn fights with any VTOL and win because you have flaps and you have just the ability to turn at extremely low speeds, just as this AV-8 has found out. And that's the last kill of the match. That's 4 very easy kills. That cost me no effort at all. I was sitting there drinking my coffee for half of this match. But it's perfectly balanced here. The MiG-21 F-13 is perfectly balanced here. I want the rest of the jets, I want every aircraft that is a jet to be balanced like this. Gaijin, well done. You've done it. You've balanced something well. And on that note, on that bombshell, I bid you adieu.